This shit was horrible. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is part 2 of this 4-part reunion of season 9 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this shit was horrible. It was horrible, and it was more, these first 2 parts could have been completely left out. Especially the second part, because this was the episode of, oh, I didn't get my ass whooped. Oh, you got your ass whooped. No, I didn't get my ass whooped. All of you bitches got your ass whooped. Okay? When we got down to the end of it, everybody's motherfucking ass been whooped. Now, whether you admitting it or not admitting it, I ain't buying that motherfuckers is kicking out windows and bamming out doors and ain't whooping your ass too. Everybody's ass done got whooped. That's why all that crying is going on. And I'd be willing to bet money on it. There been some good old ass whoopings handed out. And this is what that episode was all about. I was so tired of all this shit. We went around and around and around about this whole thing of spousal abuse and everything. And there's nothing funny about it. It really isn't. Nothing funny about a man beating a woman or a woman beating a man. And there was some of all of that going on. You know, and I just thought it was just sad. It was ridiculous. There's been occasion. Shereé has fought Bob. Bob has fought Shereé. That whole Matt and Kenya thing, I ain't even getting ready to go all into all that. That was just ridiculous. Nobody left when they were supposed to leave. You know, it was just some bullshit. And I don't even think that either one of you 2 whores are the ones that need to be doing a PFA about being physically abused or what to do when it's done. You know, whenever it's going on, especially not Kenya. You don't need to be giving nobody no advice, bitch, because are you out of it still? Are you out of it still? Or if he waved that big dick at you again in 2 weeks, you'll be in the back of another car gulping and taking advantage of the situation. And really, Kenya, you're so classy. And you're a former beauty queen. You're all of these things all the way up until you're literally sitting on television admitting to riding a dick in a car at 102 years old. Really? Really? It just looked horrible. And Andy just didn't help. It was like he got his life put that out there. Like, oh no, he said that you all had sex in the car. Did you have sex in the car? Yeah. Really? Really? Sitting up there judging folks and talking shit. And meanwhile, you done took and put your AARP card in your purse and tucked your purse to the side and jumped on Matt's dick in the back of a damn Ford Explorer. That is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. But just a mess. All of it was a mess. The shit with Phaedra and Kandi. Ridiculous. Phaedra, period. You sitting over there with your legs crossed, clowning. Clowning. All that lying that you've done and when it wasn't their business. And this, that, Andy literally sat there, bitch, and served you to us on a platter. Talked about you lying. And he took it all the way back and gave clips all the way back to your fucking pregnancy when you first came on the scene. Then you presented him documents about your divorce. Sitting right there on stage, honey, and Kenya shut that shit down. Said, no, those documents aren't any good because your name is spelled wrong and this, that, thing, and the other. And you had to know to turn around and look at her and say, what, you act like you've been talking to Apollo. If she has, what's it to you? Aren't you done with him? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You should have known he wasn't a man for you when you was shoving pickles down his throat. But anyway, that's another conversation for another time. Andy threw that shit out there about Phaedra and Shamar Moore. I'm like, now y'all pulling Shamar into this bullshit. Pulling them all into that bullshit. But, and, you know, you're not even divorced. And you going on, you all on TV with Shamar Moore all up in your neck. Southern Belle. I think not. Anyway, a mess. That was just so crazy. That was so crazy. And that back to that Matt thing. When he wasn't coming to my house, but you felt comfortable with his balls swinging free in a car. That was just, I just didn't get that. If he's going to kill you, he can kill you in the car too. You ain't never heard of that? Ridiculous. And the one thing that Kandi did say that was really interesting about Porsha, 1 minute we're bullying you and the next minute we're scared of you, bitch. Which one is it? Now that's a mouthful for all you Porsha fans out there. Because she revels in the fact that whenever they say we're nervous about, you know, how she's gonna pop off, you get life off all that. Like, yeah, I got these bitches scared of me. But then at the same time you want to always say, oh, they bully me, they're always after me. You can't have it both ways, boo. It's one thing or the other. Either you're the victim or you're the aggressor. You can't be both. And Shereé, seriously? You took that little spot to throw a little shade at Cynthia about that little bag, talking about Cairo hasn't gotten his bag yet. Really? You had to throw that out there during the reunion? You threw that at her? That was real cute. If I was her, I wouldn't fuck with you in Cairo, period. He wouldn't model another thing. And trust me, he's okay. But if Cynthia don't work with you, girl, you and Cairo might as well go get him a job at the library. Yeah, ain't nobody think about Cairo, child. You gotta quit your fucking plan. A mess. An absolute mess. And do I believe that Phaedra has not called in a favor or two when it comes to Old Lady Gang restaurant? Like Kandi said, you got friends downtown and you enjoy throwing little digs and trying to make, you know, more hurdles. Because, of course, it's real easy to get, you know, somebody to put something in and they call something. To getting a restaurant started or a daycare started, things like that you got to go through the state and the county. Child, they love to throw monkey wrenches at you and make you spend another $250, another $500. I'm sure you could do that. I'm sure you did do some of that. That sounds sort of like something that you would do because you are Patty. You're Patty like that. But through all of that bitch got that restaurant open and that bitch got lines that are 2 and 3 hours long. Girl, can't stop her. She is who she is. You can't stop her. She is a successful businesswoman. Girl, you better open up another funeral home, honey, and see if you can embalm somebody. Because fucking with Kandi ain't getting you too far. Not at all. It was just a mess. I just thought this whole piece of this reunion was just a waste. For me, it was just a waste. I didn't enjoy it. I had to watch it a few times back because I fell asleep on it twice. That's why my review's late, because I fell asleep on this motherfucker twice. Okay? They were fucking exhausting me with their bullshit. Even the little piece they did about the kids, I'm like, child, we didn't watch 2 hours of nothing on this. You know what? I'm not even talking about this no more. 9 minutes is enough. Listen, Andy, bitch. Next week, this shit better kick off. Or, I don't even know if I'll even fuck with the four. We done already seen the best part. This is like a movie. You know how you watch a movie and the advertisement be out there and we've already seen the best parts? That's what the fuck this shit is. Because I believe we've already seen the best parts right on Twitter. So, fuck this shit. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all next week. wanted to throw this out there. You guys keep asking me to do an advice type of segment on the channel. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to give this a shot. I will tell you, and it'll be more of my opinion than anything else. I mean, advice, I can give you my opinion. I can tell you what I know about what I've lived and what I've learned. That's it. I'm not going to make no shit up for you, but I'll tell you what I know and how I feel. But if you want me to talk about something, or you have a situation you want me to talk about, then send me an email to spillitboy@gmail.com. And that's all one word. Spillitboy, SPILLITBOY @gmail.com. And in the subject line, put "Hey James." If you don't put that in there, I'm not going to be looking for it and I'm not going to see it. And try to keep it short, because I'm not getting ready to read no, you know, I'm not doing all that. Try to keep it short, keep it to the point, and I'll see what I can do. All right, guys, we're going to give it a try. I can't make any promises about how successful it'll be, but I'm going to give it a try because you all keep asking. Y'all been asking me about this for about a year now, so let's give it a shot. All right, later, guys. Bye.